This podcast is brought to you by Tam Almonds. This is Russell Harris's personal brand, hand-selected by himself, almonds grown here in California by himself with nursery stock that he grew as well. So really a full farm-to-table type idea. You can find Tam Almonds at tamalmonds.com. Hi, everybody. This is Mike, and today we're going to go over the February position report. This is kind of a continuation of what we've been seeing, which is pretty fundamentally strong and sound position reports coming out of California. We'll lead really with the crop receipts. There was roughly about 13 million pounds received in the month of February. We believe that is it now for the crop. We are now at basically 2.688 billion pounds received. That is, again, well below the original expectations and below the objective estimate, which was 2.8 billion pounds. So now we can kind of put that to bed. The quality of the 24 crop really remains probably the second worst quality crop year that we've seen. Rejects, as per the position report, are running just north of 3%. So marginally better than what it was in the 23 crop year. Sales for the month, I think another very strong performance from California and buyers, really. 221 million pounds were purchased in the month of February. That is the largest February sales that the industry really has ever seen. And that was heavy on the export side. So the export markets took about bought about 191 million pounds, the largest February purchases that we've seen from the export markets. So I think that's really positive. That really should set up March to be a pretty good shipment month. Shipments for the month were down about 2.8%. It was really, China was down. China and the surrounding area down about 15% for the month. I think we all can understand that one. Domestic was down about 4.5%. India was within industry expectations for the month. So I think that's going to be pretty positive. North Africa took a little bit more. The Middle East took just slightly less than they took it a year ago in February. I think that is, again, within industry expectations. So I think wrapping up this whole position report, the industry now is about 68% sold on a total supply basis, right about where we should be. The call growers in California are really well ahead of where they would be for this time of the year. And we have about a 45-day window between now and really the estimate season starting to kick off. From what we can tell on these position reports, kind of maybe taking a more retrospective look, is commitments on this position report are showing they're down about 8.5% compared to this time last year. But if you take a bigger zoom out and kind of look at a 4-year average, really commitments are probably down more than that. And California is in a pretty strong position. So really, I think it lends itself to probably continued activity from buyers, probably continued upward mobility on prices. Whether or not it's going to be a runaway train, I think that's up for debate. But I think that California is in a very fundamentally sound position as we progress into this estimate season that's down the road a little bit. So I think opportunities will present themselves for people that still need to sell and people that still need to buy. And we'll be here to continue to update you as things happen. Thank you. This has been Mike.